In this video, I'm going to show you exactly step by step how I set up Google Ads for removalist and moving businesses, including the 4 core pillars of every profitable campaign. The number one mistake the beginners make that kills results before they even start. And the correct way to set up targeting so you're only appearing when people are actively searching to book in a move right now. Whether you've run ads before or you're just starting from scratch, this is a real strategy that's working in 2025, so make sure you watch the entire video so you don't miss out on anything important. But let's not waste any more time and just jump into the video. So the very first thing we want to do is just head over to Google Ads. If you're a complete beginner and you've never had a Google Ads account before, there's a bunch of different offers here that you can take so you can get some free ad credit after you've spent a certain amount of money in a certain time period. As you can see here, if I spend $1,800 in the first 60 days of having Google Ads, I can get $1,200 back in ad credit. This is an unbelievably great deal if you're brand new to Google Ads, so make sure you grab that. But for me, I've already got an account, so I'm just going to tap on the start now. Now, once we've landed in the Google Ads dashboard, the first thing we want to actually do is not build the campaign. We want to actually find the keywords that people are using to find your business, as well as how much other moving businesses are spending to appear at the top of the page for those keywords. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that right now. What you want to do is go over to Tools and then go to Planning and then Keyword Planner, and then tap on Discover Keywords. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to type in what somebody would typically type in to find a removalist or moving company. So I would just type in moving company near me, and I'm actually going to change the location to my exact city so I can have the most relevant data to how much people are actually paying to appear at the top of the page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to Melbourne, and I'm just going to tap on include here and save. Now what we want to do is just tap on get results, and we're going to go down to average monthly searches and just tap on this. This just makes sure to show you the most searched keywords related to your industry. So as you can see here, let's just drag this across. As you can see, removalists near me, movers near me, they all have very high monthly searches, and you can actually see how much people are paying to appear at the top of the page. So as you can see, this is the lower range, anywhere from $9 to the high range of up to $27. So that's how much people are paying to appear in that top page. So let me just show you what I mean by that. As you can see, I have all these Google ads here. Now you can tell they're ads because it says sponsored. So I've got this ad, this ad, this ad, and this ad. So this is what you're paying for to appear at the top of the page. And if you're appearing at the very top of the page, like this person right here, they're typically paying the most in cost per clicks. So this person here, Big Stuff Movers, is most likely paying around $27 or $24 to appear up there. Now, it's not a guarantee that they're going to be paying the absolute maximum top of the page bid range. It's just usually anywhere in between the low range and high range. So they could be paying anywhere from $10 to as much as $24 for this particular keyword, movers near me. Now what we want to do now is just grab all the keywords that are most relevant to our business. So I'm just going to go through here and grab all these. And now I'm just going to tap on copy. I'm just going to save these in my notes for later so we can use them when we're actually setting up the campaign. But before we leave, just make sure to remember what the top of page bid low range and high range is on average. So now let's go back to the campaign and start actually building out our campaign. So once we're back in the actual campaign area, we want to tap on the button that is new campaign. And the type of objective that we want to pick is going to be leads, because we want people to fill out our form on our website so we can give them a quote. Now for the conversion goals, you just want to add in different conversion goals that you have. So the very typical conversion goals to track is when somebody fills out the form on your website or when somebody calls your business from the ad or the website. Now I do have a full video that shows you exactly how to set up conversion tracking for your business, just linked in the description for when you need it. But my personal suggestion is just watch this video, make sure to follow my instructions and set up your campaign the correct way. And then you can go over to the conversion tracking video and watch exactly how to set up the conversion tracking in your business. For now, we're just going to tap on continue and we're going to select our campaign type. So we want a search campaign. I suggest this for every single service-based business there is out there. You just want to appear when people are searching for you. You don't want to worry about performance max unless you have a ridiculously big budget or demand gen or anything else here. What we want to do here for our goal, we want to use website visits, and we just want to paste our website in here. You don't need to worry about phone calls because we'll have a phone linked on the actual ad. And we don't want to worry about lead form submissions because we're sending them to our website with our lead form. We don't want to use Google lead forms because they are absolutely horrendous. So I'm just going to use this demonstration website here and then tap on continue. Now for the campaign name, I've just named this Gen-Moving because it's a general ad about moving. So this whole campaign is specifically around people looking for a moving company to move their stuff from one house to another. Now, if we also do something like furniture removal in our business, we'd have a separate campaign for that specific keyword. Now let's tap on continue. Now the very first mistake most beginners make when it comes to Google Ads is the actual bidding strategy. If you have no conversion data in your account, you don't want to start on conversions. You want to start on clicks and then set in a maximum cost per click. This way you have maximum control and you won't be spending an arm and a leg just for somebody to convert on your ad. Because right now, Google doesn't know who converts on your particular website and your particular ads. So you don't want to risk it by having it on conversions and Google just grabbing your budget and throwing as much money at anybody to just click on your ad. It is the absolute worst way to start off a Google Ads campaign, and you'd be running ads for about a week and just give up because you won't be getting profitable results. So what you want to do is start it on clicks and setting a maximum cost per click. If you remember what I showed you earlier about the maximum cost per click, high range and low range, we want to put that in here. So the maximum cost per click on the high range was on average around $24. So I'm just going to put the maximum cost per click at $24 because I don't want Google spending any more than that to get a click on my ad, because I know nobody else really is. So just set that in here and then tap on next. Now we're going to remove Google Search Partners and Google Display because these are really hard to track, and if you can't track it, you shouldn't be spending money on it. So make sure to remove that and then go down to locations, and we're going to tap on enter another location and then tap on advanced search. Now the best way to do this is to just type in one of the suburbs that you service. So you want to do something like Chadstone, which is one of the areas that we service. We're going to tap on that and it's going to take us directly to Chadstone. So it just makes it a lot easier to target all the other areas. Now what you want to do is flick this over where it says show all areas and then just do mass targeting on all the areas that you actually service. Now if you want to be lazy, you can actually just tap on the radius button and just drop a massive pin like this. So you can just target a massive circle. And you can also increase the range here or decrease it if you want. Now, I don't generally suggest using this method because if you have it on the other method, which I showed you before, you can actually increase and decrease bids based on different towns and suburbs that you've targeted. So just say, for example, Melbourne East, I get a lot of work and people convert here a lot. And then over here in Ashwood, not many people convert on my ads and it's nowhere near as profitable as Melbourne East. So what I would suggest doing later on in the future is you increase bids for Melbourne East and decrease bids for Ashwood. Now you're unable to do this if you target by radius by pinning massive circles. You can only increase or decrease bids based on the actual circle, not the area. So if you're in this for the long run and you want to make as much money as possible, you want to be going through that hassle and just targeting every single individual suburb because it gives you way more control over where you can spend your budget. I hope you're enjoying the value that I'm giving you in this video, but if you want that really high ticket, advanced knowledge that I can't share for free on YouTube, there's a link right in the description, my home service marketing course. I'll teach you everything about Facebook ads, Google ads, and automating your entire business. It works unbelievably well for removalist and moving companies. If you want it, go check it out. If not, let's jump back into the video. So once you've done all your targeting, just tap on save. Now what we want to do is go down to location options and make sure to switch this over from presence or interest to presence, people in or regularly in your included locations. The reason why I tell you to do this is because if you don't, you'll get a lot of people who don't actually live in your targeted locations seeing your ads and converting on your page. And if you can't service them because they don't live in your targeted location, then it's just a waste of ad spend. So if you want to save thousands of dollars on wasted ad spend, make sure to have it on this one. Now you can set in your language if you have any different languages. For the EU political ads, just have this as no. For the audience segments, you can select things that are related to your industry, like all the things here that it suggests. But if you're going to do this, just make sure to keep this on observation, not targeting. The reason why is because later on down the line, within like 90 days of running your ads, you can actually increase or decrease bids based on these different audience segments. But if you're targeting, you're only going to show to people who are actually in them. So just keep it on observation and then tap on next. I personally don't bother with the AI Max for search campaigns. I love AI, but right now with Google Ads, it's just not that great. So just tap on next. As you can see, it's grabbed a lot of different things from the website that I put in here. I just go to generate because it makes it a little bit easier. But once you've done that, you want to tap on edit because we want to actually change the ad around to what's working right now, not just what it's grabbed off our website and thrown in here. So the keywords that we want to be using are all those keywords that I showed you at the very start of the video. So I'm just going to paste them all in here. So these are the highest searched keywords for people that are looking for moving companies or removalists in their area. We don't want to use any of those other ones that Google just jammed in here before because they got it off of our website. We want to use ones that people are actually searching. Now, right now, all these keywords are broad match. We do want to change all of these over to exact match. So we're only appearing when people type in those exact search terms. If we keep it on broad match, you waste heaps of money on people who are looking up things that are slightly related to your keywords. You want to be the exact thing that people are actually typing up. Now, to do that is to just actually put brackets around all the keywords like this, but there's an easier way that I'm going to show you later in the video that just takes you a couple of seconds to do rather than putting brackets on every single keyword here. But for right now, let's actually go through and create the ad, the thing that people see to hire your service. Now, the first thing we want to do in here is just change the headlines around to the ones that we actually like. Now, the best way that I suggest doing this is using the 4 core pillars, which is relevancy, social proof, call to actions, and discounts. And you can even have a bonus in there of FOMO, so fear of missing out. So let me show you how we can actually use those in an ad. So we'll go to our first headline here. So we'll just remove this and we want to actually do the squiggly bracket. And we want to tap on keyword insertion, put it on title case, and just put in one of our keywords like this, and then tap on apply. Now, I personally like to pin these in the first position because what this keyword insertion does is it grabs the keywords here, so what they actually searched into the search bar, and it actually puts it as the headline. And as you can see, I pinned it at the top, so it will always be the first headline. So somebody would have typed into the search bar, moving companies close to me, and this ad literally says exactly what they just typed. You could not be any more relevant to that person. So for the second headline, we could have something like a call to action, like get your free quote or get your quote in 60 seconds if you have instant quotes. So here's my second headline. I'm just going to pin this as well, show in position 2. Now this is what the ad's looking like now. Movers near me, so super relevant, and then a call to action, quotes in 60 seconds. So it literally even tells them how easy it is to get a quote. It's literally 60 seconds away. Now we need the other 2 things, which is social proof and a discount. So I like to actually use these in the descriptions a lot of the time. So here's the 2 little descriptions that I've just created. One explains the service and the other one has social proof and a discount. So let's just pin this in 1 and then pin this in 2 just so we can see it. Now this is what our ad is looking like right now. In my opinion, it's a pretty clickable ad. It's got all the 4 core pillars on pushing somebody to actually click on your ad and get that quote, but we're not done just yet. We still need to add in our images, add in the phone number and some site links as well. So what we want to do is scroll to images, tap on add image. And what I'd suggest using is just really personal photos. So photos of you actually doing the job are usually best, or you and your work crew just standing there, because it shows the client and the person who's going to click on the ad exactly who they will be hiring. That's an instant trust builder that you can't get anywhere else. So once you've done that, just tap on save. Now we want to add in different site links. So these are just links to different parts of our website. So if you've got furniture removal, you can have a link to that part of your website. If you've got a page specifically for the discount, you can have that there as well. Or if you have people that want to move interstate, you can have links like that as well. So where they can actually click on it from your ad and it will take them directly to the interstate moving page. This way you can just be super relevant to what the person's actually searching once again. Now what we want to do is go to more assets, and if you've got a promotion, you can run your promotions here. You can add in your prices as well. But the main thing to do here is add in your phone number. So just add it in like this. And as you can see, it appears right below the ad. So the people can actually click on the ad here and it will take them to the website, or they can click right here onto the phone number and it'll go straight to calling your business. Once you've done that, tap on apply. Everything else here, in my opinion, is pretty useless. Callouts are all right. They just add little extra blurbs right at the end of your description. I don't think they're that useful though, because the description's already pretty big anyway. But as you can see, I've just tapped on this one here and it just pops in like that. Now, what I do want to tell you is you don't need to stress about this ad strength. I've never seen a good ad have a good ad strength. And I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but it's a metric that does nothing for your ads. It just kind of shows you how much control you have over Google. As you can see right now, I can unpin some headlines like this, and my ad strength will slowly go up. It's only because I've pinned headlines because I want maximum control over what people see. As you can see, without the pinned headlines, it's now on a good ad strength. My personal opinion is that you should pin headlines just so you know what headlines are working and what aren't. Because if you don't know what converts for your business, you may as well just be blindfolded shooting an arrow at a dartboard. So my advice to you is don't even bother with the ad strength. Now what we want to do now is just tap on save and then tap on next, and you want to set in your daily budget. I personally suggest doing whatever the maximum cost per click is, which is $24 on average for us, and timesing that number by 10. And then having that as your daily budget. So for this campaign, it'll be $240 as your daily budget. This should get you a minimum of 10 clicks per day. You'll probably get more around 15, but most moving and removalist companies convert around 25 to 30%. So that's an average of around 3 quotes per day. But once you've set that in, just tap on next. Now we're nearly ready to publish the campaign, but we're not done just yet. I do want to actually go over the bidding area here where you get this little warning sign. It's just because we've changed the bidding strategy from conversions, which Google suggested, to clicks instead. So don't worry about this. Once you get about 30 plus conversions in your first month of running Google ads, just switch it over to conversions, because by that point, you've already trained Google on your own conversion data. Now let's just tap on publish. What we want to do now is just make sure to change all of our keywords from broad match to exact match. This is so that we don't waste any money on broad match keywords because they are absolutely horrible. So what we want to do is go over to audience keywords and content, tap on keywords, and as you can see, they've all loaded in and they're all broad match. You can change these here like this, or you can just select this little box, tap on edit, change match types, change all match types, and then change this over to exact match. All right, guys, that's a full Google Ads tutorial done. Look, if you do want to learn all the secrets that I can't share for free when it comes to Google Ads, there is a link down in the description to my home service marketing course where I teach you everything that I know about Facebook ads, Google Ads, and automating your whole entire business, as well as how to optimize all of your campaigns so you get better and better, more profitable results for your Google Ads campaign or Facebook ads campaign. Because just setting up the campaigns is just one thing and optimizing it is a whole different ballpark. So if you're interested, go check out the course. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time.